Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening? Coming at you from beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina, coastal area. I just had to come out because I just wanted to talk a little bit, just say hello and get posted. You know, it's 2025. I'm really feeling a big change, just like this snow that's happening here. It's hard to believe. It's crazy. Each time they talk about it, we kind of pay attention to it, but then this time it was like, you know, they say it's going to happen, and that's going to happen, but this time it really did. But back to the main reason why I'm here is mainly just say hello and kind of introduce myself. My name's Godfrey Fennell, here, like I said, from Western North Carolina, and chef, musician, music producer, creator, Godfrey 3 Music on YouTube and Instagram. But what I'm looking to do now is to kind of expand and just kind of talk about my life, mainly as like a chef and as a musician. I've come up through and done everything from, you know, washing dishes, run kitchens. My first job actually was here in Wilmington at McDonald's, you know, in high school, and then on to even like being executive chef at a beach resort and everything in between. And, you know, just talk about those experiences and hopefully be able to relate with other people that have done it and made a lot of money for a lot of other people, and it's gotten to the point where you just want to transition and just do something different, even in addition to your passion, even utilizing it. I consider cooking, yes, my passion, and also I consider music a huge passion. I actually started cooking at McDonald's in order to buy musical instruments. That's the main reason why I did it. But long story short, it's like I'm a real person. I've been doing it for a while. Yeah, I've post my music. I've never posted myself as far as like this and in face kind of a thing. Never really thought about it. Other people say, why don't you try it? And I guess that's what I'm doing now, and in my own different way. Yeah, this is kind of like North Carolina, a very different view of North Carolina and what we do and where we are. And big part also, you know, back when I was salary, I used to love days like this, but, you know, kind of transitions when you're working hourly and just doing different things. I know you can relate to that when you're living, you know, paycheck to paycheck, but I'm definitely blessed. Family here and a home, and, you know, activities, trying to build back, being able to produce and do music, which is going to be part of the things I'm going to share here, and also just my transition through another phase of working and cooking, and also with music, and different opportunities that come my way already coming into the new year. I want to share, and so I'm going to share and be a part of. That's one thing that I'm excited with the big changes ahead, and, you know, it's just incredible. You hear about the Stargate and all kinds of things just rolling out there. And it's crazy hearing about the Stargate also at the same time, the planetary alignment. You know, it's just very interesting. Great time to be alive. I really do feel we all have our challenges, and I'm not gonna lie, I have mine. I'm in them. I live them. It's a part of the journey, and only within recent time I really realized that. Coming to grips with it, with not only, as I've talked a lot about work and music, but also like personally being a father, and being a husband, and just being a friend, different things, being an employee, being just a general good person in life, a person in life. I have my days, I've had my issues, I've had my ups, I've had my downs, I've had my ins, and I've had my outs. And my thing is, I would like to share those things here, and if people relate, that would be great. You know, it's going to be raw, it's going to be building, something which I love to do. One thing which I do now quite a bit is, not quite a bit, I do have a strong spiritual practice. It's getting up almost 10 years ago, diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, which I'm a victor of, and that's the only way I speak of it, as being a victor of it. And during that time, and even now, going around, I've come to a big change in my life, a real spiritual change. I've always had religion in my life, in different. I've always been a seeker. In college, I seeked out, you know, Islam and also Buddhism. I practiced Nichiren Buddhism for a couple of years, which got me to Charlotte, North Carolina. Where there, you know, I went to school, record engineering school, but that's where I really started cooking. There were some really good restaurants there, and then it segued into me cooking more than playing in bands and going to school at Central Piedmont. But it was a wonderful time. I learned a lot, experiences which I'll definitely share here. I ran my first kitchen at 24 years old, and like I said, did everything in between and there and of, and I do love it. I'm challenged by it. It's something I will continue to do, something I do want to continue doing. As far as level of loving, now I enjoy where I work. It's very simplistic, it's very creative, it's high end, it's Italian, first Italian restaurant in my over 30 something years of cooking, and I'm really enjoying it. Privately owned. The only limitations I have is being hourly and also wage. So I'm definitely underemployed, yet I enjoy what I do, and I'm making the best of it, looking to supplement that income. That's not necessarily why I'm doing this. One of the main reasons I'm doing this is to share and hopefully be able to communicate with others, you know, dealing and doing with the same things that I'm doing, rocking out life, trying to enjoy it, you know, self-building, self-help, which is something only very recently I've really tapped into new avenues and new veins in which I've been working on and aware of, which I plan to share, and hopefully others have to share too. You know, in a nutshell. And eventually I will be sharing my music also. Hopefully we'll be doing some live stuff, you know. The cooking, probably be seeing a lot of that. But a lot of this, which is the hardest for me. As you can see, I'm not that in the front of the camera kind of person. But just like this snow in North Carolina in January, you know, time to make that spin. Sometimes it's just time for change. It's just time to just do what you say you're gonna do or feel like you just gotta do. And you gotta do you gotta do me gotta do, we gotta do. I am enjoying the journey, as now I realize the journey sometimes is where to be. But if you really think being in the present is the journey, and the place to be is in the present. As you can see, we actually have a little snow coming down, which also is transitionally different for us. But I do look forward to more interesting convos and just connecting. Godfrey 3, the album West North Carolina. Peace and love.